Is Amazon FBA still profitable right now? A lot of people will tell you that it is. A lot of people will tell you that it isn't, and I'm here in this video going to break it down for you. I'm going to be giving you some good visual examples so you can make that decision for yourself. Just for reference, my name's Adam. I've been selling on Amazon for 6.5 years, and our company does over £3.3 million a year in sales on Amazon alone, not even taking into account any of the other platforms. So without further ado, let's get into the video right now. Right, ladies and gentlemen, now we're on the screen. Welcome. So at the time of recording this video, you may or may not be watching it at that time. It is the time of the World Cup. So what I'm going to be doing is jumping on and showing you some examples of some products which are first of all selling, and second of all, we'll go ahead and source them together and see if it's actually profitable. I've done a little bit of research on some of them already, and also just made videos from Instagram about them, which is cool. So I'm going to be showing you in this video here. So you've got this World Cup coming up here, right? So what's going to be popping? The flags for the countries, of course. Now, obviously, we're in the UK, so where the England flag is going to be selling the most. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to go ahead and see if we can source this. So what we'll be doing is we'll be going to Alibaba.com and then going ahead to see if we can actually find this product. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to save this product, and then I'm actually going to go to image search on Alibaba, and I think I could just drag and drop that there and see and have a look for this product. Now, as you can see, there's a ton of examples here, but they are all pretty much the exact same with this product. As you can see, as low as 74 cents, 55 cents. You got to make sure it's the right size. Now, for example, this is 5 foot by 3 foot, and this is 90 centimeters by 150 centimeters. Just judging from my height and stuff like that, I think this is like the same like for like product. So literally just the first example what we find. You can get it as low as 74 cents, but you have to order a lot. Now, everything's negotiable here, but like, for example, as a middle ground, I'm not going to try and bullshit you guys, but like, oh yeah, you can source it for 74 cents. Nah, let's just be honest. For example, this is negotiable. Let's say if we're ordering just like 2,000 pieces, 2,000 units, and we'll probably be able to negotiate, in my opinion, down to like $1.1 or something like that. Or maybe even $1. It really depends, but like $1, right? Let's say $1.1, okay? So that's $1.1. You've got to get it into the UK. You've got to ship it there. It's pretty light in my opinion. There's nothing too crazy. You can maybe air ship it over and stuff. And from experience, maybe taxes and things like this. You know, I'm being so conservative here, you guys. So conservative here. Let's say everything, it just makes it $2, okay? It's an extra like $1 for shipping and stuff like that, approximately. Now, so let's say it's an extra $1 for shipping. It's about $2.10 in total, okay? And then what we're going to be doing is just going to be asking $2.10 in GBP, which makes £1.57. £1. So $2.10 is about £1.57 sterling. So if we go back to the listing right now, which is, I've got a few examples here. This one, so 1.57. And for the average person, they're actually not VAT registered. So I'm just going to put 0 in here. For people just starting out, that's £2.54 profit per unit, right? There's only 220 reviews. I doubt much ads are getting ran on this. £2.54 profit per unit. And how much is it selling? And it's selling over 1,000 units a month, meaning that's about approximately 1.5k in profit per month from this one product alone, which is crazy, just from a flag. Let's go for another example, this like bucket hat, which is just, you know, a simple basic bucket hat which you could get from anywhere, right? So let's again screenshot that. Let's go and have a look through an image search. We come over here, put the image in, tabs up here. So as you can see, products there, $1.56 at the lowest, $2.04, $1.25. This was the cheapest, 98 cents. Okay, so let's click on this one. Okay, it's the cheapest. Doesn't mean that the cheapest is always the best one. That's a word of advice for you. As you can see, you can get it as low as that by ordering 100,000 units of them. But let's say, for example, we order 1,000, we negotiate a bit, $1.25, for example. Again, super small, super light. Again, let's be super conservative and say it's like $2 all in with the shipping and the taxes. This is conservative. This could probably be much less. So $2 makes £1.50, and then if I put £1.50 in here as well, and then put 0%, and then they're selling it for £6.69. That's £2 £2.61 profit per unit. Again, 400 times 2.61, 1,000. Are they spending money on ads? Maybe, but also maybe not, because this is in such demand. But you can see there is room to spend money on ads. You've got literally 174% return on investment. 174% return on investment. You think you can't spend about £1 per unit on ads? You think you can't afford that? Of course you can. Let's go for another example. Let's even take it off Amazon, right? And you've got these buntings here, which are selling 3,000 units a month, which is nuts. And it'll be the exact same situation, guys. Well, let me just even show you for TikTok or TikTok shop, right? You've got this wearable flag or whatever it is. I think it's a wearable flag what people wear. Now, this could be done with evergreen products and all year round products. I'm just using seasonal stuff right now because it was just came off the top of my head. So as you can see, it's just
ready, guys. Look at this.
Okay,
it's
a flag
cape,
which you
so
wear.
you wear it.
And it's got like sleeves on it and stuff like that. Again, let's go ahead, source this, upload, do that in there, and see what's going on with the crap. What's going on with this? So this wearable, low 68 cents. Let's have a look. If I'm ordering 1,000 units, about $1.20, even 3,000, you could push to 3,000 pretty easily. I think with this product, with it going viral and stuff like that, it's not a lot of money, especially. So let's, again, be conservative. Let's say we've taxes, shipping, negotiation and stuff. Absolutely everything all in ends up being $1. $1 75, not cents, 75 pence. Okay, 75 pence. Not much, is it, guys? Not much at all. While this is TikTok Shop, I won't be able to give you some examples on the profitability side of things. It's a little bit harder, but like it's being sold for £8.37. £8.37, and you're buying it for 75p. You know, the fees are less on TikTok Shop, guys. They're less. So you're going to be making even more. Maybe it's like £4 or £5 profit per unit. Selling that, wow. £4 or £5 profit per unit at that price. It's like £3.5 grand, £4.5 grand a month. Again, one more. I'll give one more example. You know, I'm sick and tired of people saying they can't source products or it's not profitable. By now, you probably know that it is. Obviously, it's not hard. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know this. So as you can see, there's a World Cup glass here. Let me just screenshot that. It's like got beer. It's a pint glass in the shape of the World Cup, the actual World Cup. As you can see, let me just show you it.
Find me a better glass.
As you can see,
find me.
Nothing crazy, just the shape of a glass. Let's see what that's doing. But look at that as well, guys. It's doing 52 grand in the past 30 days. Crazy. Search that in there. Low as 99 cents. Let's have a look. We're probably looking at like $1. Yeah, $1.23. A bit of negotiation. Let's call it $1.20. Bit of a bigger product, although it's probably a bit heavier than all the other stuff. So again, I'm going to be conservative and just call that like $3 all in. So we've called that £2.25 per unit, right? And then £8.83 it's being sold for. You think there's not room there, even with advertising, right? Even with fees, even with everything, there's room. There is definitely room. Okay, if I was seeing a lot of stuff where it was like, oh, this is the price is £4 and that's being sold for £8, or if it's £3 and it's being sold for £8, yeah, sure, because you got to think, oh, I've got to spend money on ads and things like fees and things like this. So yeah, for sure. But like, as you've seen, you're buying things for like 20% of the price, right? A fifth of the price with a lot of the examples we just seen there. So of course there is room, ladies and gentlemen. So if anyone wants any help with building a brand on Amazon, we've got 5 brands on the Amazon platform. We've been doing it for a very long time and we're actively helping people. Make sure you click the link down below in the description. More than happy to help. I'm more than happy to have a conversation with you about our mentoring. But without further ado, thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.